I've been a big fan of Terra Luna Classic for a long time, right? When I see success in something, I want to push that success to other people. Even though we've seen the downturn, we've seen the levels that we're at now, my position still remains positive. That's what's crazy. It's throughout the beginning stages of things. I invested at literally what I saw as the lowest price that you could possibly invest at. Even prices that wasn't tracked by any of these platforms. And I did it on live stream, so it's something that is proven that people did it at the same time I did, and they were like, look, I got it at that price as well. But then others can't believe it because they don't have any real evidence to say that that actually happened, that the price actually happened, even though you can go back to that live stream on that day and see that I purchased Terra Luna Classic $43 worth and got 60 plus million coins. Meaning that my price target or my price level was at 0.0000006, which the lowest price that I've seen is six zeros and a nine. But six zeros and a six, nobody has really seen that or seen it documented, right? Some people have seen it because they bought at those prices while I was on live stream as well, but most people are looking for it and they're like, how? But I did, and it was great to be able to see. I gained a profit from it, but that's not why we're here with this video. This video is more concerning the ability to do what we all wanted from the beginning. From that moment, we wanted to see the supply decrease. The whole reason why it got down to that low of a price and that low of a market cap was because of the supply, the excess supply, and you're just adding more and more and more. It's like if we decided to just keep adding money to adding more dollars to the US dollars, right? The amount of money in circulation, it would devalue the dollar a heck of a lot. And if you continue to do it, it's basically worth nothing, right? It's worthless. um, so, what we're here to talk about in this video is about ways to get Terra Luna Classic to $1 because there are plenty of ways, in my opinion, to where you can get it to $1. It's just whether we can take action to get those things to happen. Now, all of these things are hypothetical, and it doesn't mean that these are 100%. It means that these would give it a chance, and if you compound or combine some of these things, you could see it happen a lot sooner. So before we get started in this, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, if you guys want to check out my links down below for exchanges, I have a link for BTCC down below. If you specifically use my link, you will get a 10% deposit bonus, extra bonuses up to $10,055, and you can enjoy up to 40% lower trading fees. There's also many people that are trading on other platforms that we have down there. If you want to check out those platforms, feel free to be a part of those as well. Now, seeing Terra Luna Classic get to $1 is no small feat, right? Because currently Terra Luna Classic sits at a 0.00003693 level. It is at a $201 million market cap with $11 million worth of volume and currently an infinite max supply. They don't have any minting available within it, but still has a max supply that is infinite. Now, the idea is to burn down the supply that you have there, the total supply, the 6.46 trillion, or circulating supply of about 5.5 trillion coins. Now, if you were to do that, we would then be able to get to those levels of $1. If we got to $1 where we have the current supply, $1 at the current supply would be $5.5 trillion market cap. There is not a single coin that is worth $5.5 trillion, let alone something like Terra Luna Classic, who does have use case, but has to have building and has to have creativity and a process to get to that level, not just from 200 million to 5.5 trillion. It's not going to happen, right? But there are processes to where we could see that get to a lesser market cap and still hit the value of $1. That all came from the mind of, I believe me, right? I was thinking about it from the moment we said go. I was like, we could see burns. We could see it burn down, especially with a low market cap level. You don't need to spend that much money and you could see the success. there's many others that have seen the same vision. Burning down that supply was the way to go to recover the chain, not just to make money, not to be a millionaire for everybody. It was to recover the chain and then kind of reward the people that are believing and wanted to believe in this chain, right? So that was the mindset. Burn down that supply, get it down to a billion coins, and now at a $1 price point, it is $1 billion market cap. 10 billion coins, it's a $10 billion market cap. We can see those things happen, then officially recover the chain. USTC also would have to be burned down, and then you can get that back to a value of $1, and Terra Luna Classic can then support USTC as it grows even further. So what are some ways that we can get Terra Luna Classic to that level of $1? Now, again, these are all hypothetical. It's not to say that this is 100% and that if you just specifically do this, it will happen. We have to do it, believe in it, support it, and continue it throughout time. Consistency is key. So the first thing that I have and how you can get Terra Luna Classic to a value of $1 is first, have a billionaire burn the supply. Have billionaires be a part of that. And right now we already have a let's say $1 billion, if not $1 trillion company that is involved in burning. Binance has been burning Terra Luna Classic for years at this point. They have 3,049 transactions and they have a monthly burn on the first of every month. This month, for April, they burned 522 million. Last month, 858 million. The month before that, 1 billion. The month before that was 5.2 billion. So you can see that coins are being burned off, but not at a rate to where it can have a crazy impact. Do you know what I mean? So we want to see that somebody like a Binance or a CEO that's involved in that will essentially burn it off for the sake of them seeing the success of Terra Luna Classic. However, they don't see the success of Terra Luna Classic because the community is not pushing that forward. The community is not believing in the survival of the chain. They're believing in just the money side of it and how we can all be millionaires potentially if somebody else takes the fall. And no billionaire, no actual like competent billionaire will go, all right, I'm going to take the fall for everybody else so then they can sell everything and just give up on the chain. No, we want to see the survival and success of that chain. And then you can have that movement to where a billionaire does take off a large majority of it. We have burns that are associated. We could see that happen and get on board with what they are doing, get on board with what Terra Luna Classic is going to be and the Classic chain is going to be. And then we see that success, right? Now, again, that's a long shot because of the fact that no billionaire is going to go, I'm going to take the fall to see how this works out. Nobody's going to do that. So in comes the second option, which you could combine with the first option, which would be the community decides to burn Terra Luna Classic. We've had things set up to where we had a 1.2% burn tax. We had a lower burn tax. We wanted to see exchanges that were burning and trying to get that push for exchanges to burn more and more on our dime, on our transaction. But it just never worked out. And nobody, I wouldn't say nobody, but the loudest voices didn't really believe in it. And if they didn't believe in it, we didn't see the proposals get the light that they should have been getting. That would be something combined with the billionaires like a Binance or other exchanges that are believing in Terra Luna Classic, the Classic chain, and the survival of that. It would be a bigger picture item to where we have community burns, institutional burns, and they can decrease that supply a heck of a lot. Now, the last thing that I have on my list is something that people have fought me for a long time. If we are not going to see these burns, I always suggest a reverse coin split. Seeing that supply where I give you 100 coins and you give me back 1 coin, taking away 2 zeros from my value. That would then take away 2 zeros from the overall supply that's there. So if there is currently 5.5 trillion coins, and you take away 2 zeros, 1 zero gets you to 540 billion coins, meaning that $1 would be $540 billion market cap. a little bit more reasonable, right? Well, then you take away another zero, it would then be a 55 billion coin supply, meaning a $1 price point would be a $55 billion market cap. That's a heck of a lot more reasonable. However, it still doesn't confirm the survival of the chain. So, what I've always recommended is we combine burns, institutional burns, community burns, and a reverse coin split to see all of these things come to light. If you had institutional burns to get things and retail and community burns to get this down to, let's say, a $1 trillion coin supply. Still sounds crazy, but now you implement the 100 to 1 stock split, and now you have a $10 billion dollar market cap at a $1 price point, meaning you get to a $40 billion market cap or $50 billion market cap. You have a $5 price point for Terra Luna Classic, meaning that $5 can now support USTC in the end, surviving the chain and making people believe and institutions believe that we are for the survival of this. We are for the success of it. So we could potentially still see that $1 price point, and it's not end all be all, this is where it stands. I want to see more than just my value grow because I'm already up, right? I could take it as I'm at where I am and just go, okay, I made thousands of dollars from it. Or I can show my support and see the growth to a level of a penny, a level of 10 cents, a level of $1, and see the success and survival of the chain, the restoration of the algorithm, everything that we wanted to see in the classic community. And I know there's a lot more that's going for it, but this is just a simple way of looking at it that could have been done throughout the years of supporting what's going on here. But I want to know what you guys think here. I know it may be tough to some people that have been in this community and been engulfed in this community. I obviously take steps back from time to time because the comments sometimes are just, ridiculous with the loudest voices, but some of them have been silenced. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.